This one's just kind of a funny one. I was watching Trump say how there was going to be this gigantic new thing going to happen, in the next few days. Oh, it's bigger than, as he usually says. Yeah, this is a great, great announcement. And he comes up a couple days later. He's made a deal with England. Okay, that's real important.
Happen. We're going to have a very, very big announcement to make. Like, as big as it gets, it is really, really positive. And that announcement will be made either Thursday or Friday or Monday before we leave. But it'll be one of the most important announcements that have been made in many years about a certain subject.
England is probably the most reliable ally we have. They have like a 10%, and I can't go over all the tariffs. The tariff thing is crazy, but they have like a 10% tariff on cars coming from the U.S. to England. And we have like a 2.5% on cars coming from England to the U.S. Well, it's not that big a deal. There's just other trade barriers and stuff, which is just a kind of a catch-all for whatever. I mean, we have trade barriers too, to other countries. So, but he's made that framework of a deal, and it is so wonderful that he has done this. It has been, what a monstrous deal this is. And for one thing, it's not even a deal, it's just kind of a framework, and who knows what's going to happen. I wanted to listen to Lutnick, though. Watch him.
President Trump came on the scene and changed the way things work. So here's what we've got. We've opened up new market access, ethanol, beef, machinery, all the agricultural products. They've agreed to open their markets, and that will add $5 billion of opportunity to American exporters. So the question is, why would they do that now? Because they've never done it before, and we still have our 10% tariff on, which will produce $6 billion of revenue for the United States.
Yeah, there's a $5 billion tax that you get to pay. Vehicles, if you buy a vehicle or other stuff that comes from England, still got a 10% tax for coming into this country. You're going to pay that.
The idea was, how do they keep their jobs, protect their economy, and do the best for their people while opening the market for us? And the way is they studied it, their team was exceptional, and they tried to figure out the markets that they're importing from other people and try to send them over to America. So why were they always favoring others and not us? And what they've done is they've found the ways to do that so that we have new access, right? But the UK workers are protected, and that was the balance. So we did a deal with them in automobiles, and if you're not building here, we charge you a 25% tariff.
What he failed to tell you was the part of the deal was Rolls-Royce could put in 100,000 vehicles into this country without any tariff. There's no 25% tariff on Rolls-Royce. Interesting side note, General Motors owns Rolls-Royce.
But the president, and by the way, I want to make this clear, while Jameson and I worked hard, this was the president's deal. And people think, oh, that's not the way it works. If you got to sit next to him, I have the best deal maker to my left. And if you don't think that we take advantage of him calling the prime minister and getting that deal done, you don't understand who's the president of the United States. So
now this is a zealot. Hooray for Trump, hooray for Trump, hooray for Trump. Everything Trump did so wonderful. Oh, God, and he called up the prime minister and made the deal. Him and Peter Navarro are two really ding-dongs. I mean, Trump has made these kind of great, this wonderful thing back in 2015. It was Hillary Clinton. He found all this information on Hillary Clinton, and then he didn't say anything because it didn't turn out to be anything. But he does this teaser thing, and everybody thinks it's great. All you Trumpsters think it's a great deal, but just look at this. This is not even serious people. They're all just smiley ding-dongs. And all they're doing is just saying hooray for Trump because that's what he wants. And that's what he gets. That's it on this one.